I'd say one of the biggest challenges we've had with Before 5 AM is really building out the brand as we know it. When I first started, we were doing amazing things with helping people all over the world, and you know, a lot of that was done by me. I did a lot of the heavy lifting in the early days. As we've now matured as a brand and are considered one of the world's largest brands, we need to keep moving forward and keep evolving. I've never wanted us to sit on our butt and not keep innovating. It's all about innovation for me. It's all about innovation for the team, because at the end of the day, the one thing we have to do is move the game forward, and how people perceive education, how people perceive well-being, how people perceive personal development and working on themselves, that all lies on us, and we're the world's leader in that space, and we're bringing that to the masses and have for a long time. We just have to keep reinventing ourselves, keep innovating. Next year's a big year for us, because it really is the foundation year of everything I've been working on for a long time. I think we're most probably a lot closer to getting the formula right. It takes a long time to get that formula right, especially, you know, when you think about really reinventing the industry. In many cases, we're defining the industry, and over the next 10-20 years, Before 5 AM, you know, it will be synonymous with the space we've created. So we've got a lot of work on, a lot of sleepless nights, but we're getting through it. And what else are you going to do? You love it, you love helping people, you love making an impact, and the real thing that stands out and makes Before 5 AM so different is the fact it's a brand. It's world recognized, people love it, people connect with products, they use them every day, whether they're in the corporate world, whether they're individuals, doesn't matter what country. So for us, you know, it's all about pushing forward and inventing and creating products. Some of those products are so far ahead of the curve, but it's not always easy to see where they fit into the mix. But I've never been one to believe in sitting on our laurels and just doing what everyone else does. I've always believed we have a duty to be the innovator in this space, and so far we have been. I'd love to see where that takes us in 20 years time. We've got the road map mapped out as such. It's just getting through the work and pushing through and having the right team on board and the right people. What we're really trying to elevate, and where we spend a lot of our time now, is making sure the colors match the energy we're trying to portray. And when we worked with the playbook, when we really sat down and spent all that time mapping out the colors and understanding the human emotions and bringing in people to see how they felt through each page of the playbook, we need to evolve that. What's the next level? What's the next generation? Because what I've got right now is a fantastic framework, and we're so far ahead of the curve when it comes to understanding design and all the different elements across the board, especially when we're talking about building a more sportier brand, more sportier vibes. But now we have to take that to, you know, the corporate level. We've got to take that through all the different design phases of the next generation of Before 5 AM products. I think we're really close, but I'm not quite sure, again, with 7.8 and 8.0, whether those designs are where we need to be. Then finally, once I've signed off on that, you guys will have your 400 color palette, 400 piece color palette. So that'll be a great start for 2020. So let's get that done. That's a few hours of work this afternoon, and see how we go after that. Before 5 AM, when I first created it, was actually designed around education. So yes, we've knocked off sporty, and you know, we will continue to be the world's #1 wellbeing brand. What we really need to do now is start looking at how we move to a bit more of an education brand when it comes to content. We're big on education, but a big part of our audience doesn't know we're the world's, you know, most predominant education brand. You know, well-being is an education issue. It's an issue which really can only be impacted through education, knowledge, and ecosystem. It's about, at the end of the day, you know, creating an ecosystem within everyone's life. That's what Before 5 AM is about. So it's a delicate dance of everything I've built, which is sporty, fun, high energy, mixed with education, so people can connect with the information. If we don't make Before 5 AM cool and interesting and engaging, then we're going to have a problem. And that's been the fundamental problem with all education over the years. At the end of the day, people do not connect with boring stuff. That's the case. That's why people watch such entertaining things on Instagram and YouTube. They love that stuff. So when we created Before 5 a.m., one of our big drives was to make it engaging, fun, colorful, and powerful, which it is. And I think the 2019 version of Before 5 a.m. really drove that point home. 2020, 2021, I'd like to see more infographics. I want to see more information. I want to start sharing some of the JDG data. A big piece of our audience doesn't know about the JDG data. They don't know about the million data points we have on our audience, on people all over the world, our clients, on human performance, on well-being, on how they can build a more productive life, how they can perform at a high level. We know all the answers, and we're better than anyone when it comes to being able to put that down on paper and share that on a platform they use. So next year, 2020, 2021, we need to take all those data points and really bring that to the masses so we can really help them understand, okay, when Joe says do X, Y, Z, that's also backed up from the corporate side of our business. And the Joe Duncan Group will be more intertwined with what we're doing with Before 5 a.m. over the next couple of years. So I want you guys really working a lot harder on that. And if you solve that problem, and I know we're kind of getting there, then we're going to be, right where I think we need to be in the first part of the decade.